Durham District School Board acknowledges that many Indigenous nations have long-standing relationships, both historic and modern, with the territories upon which our school board and schools are located. Today, this area is home to many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island. We acknowledge that the Durham region forms a part of the traditional and treaty territory of the Mississaugas of Scugog Island First Nation, the Mississauga peoples, and the treaty territory of the Chippewas of Georgina Island First Nation. It is on these ancestral and treaty lands that we teach, learn, and live. Welcome to Densa's Wellness Series. Every week in November, we will be presenting an innovative and creative wellness opportunity for you to share in. Our wellness series begins with a workshop presented by Mother Asiva, founder of Advaita Movement. Mother is a holistic health advocate that comes from a deeply rooted background in science and healthcare. She's been practicing yoga from various renowned gurus since her early teens and has both traditional Hatha yoga training and certification from the Annamalai University, as well as a registered yoga teacher certification from the Yoga Alliance. Mother believes that yoga embodies both science and art. We hope this incredible learning opportunity with Advaita Movement ignites your journey in wellness and well-being.
Namaskaram, girls and boys. The divine in me bows to the divine in you. Madhura here, your friendly neighborhood yoga teacher. Today I'll be guiding you through a brief yoga session focusing on mental well-being. The term mental well-being is made up of two words: mental, referring to our mind, and well-being, referring to the state of being happy, healthy, and comfortable. Sometimes we are not well in our body, mind, or heart, and this is partly due to stress that we experience. Now, a small amount of stress isn't a bad thing. For example, when we feel stressed about an upcoming test, that shows that we are concerned and care about the test and makes us study for the test. However, large amounts of stress over a long period of time isn't such a good thing. It can have a negative impact on our well-being and our health. For example, in our mind, if we are stressed, we are not able to think clearly or focus on a task. Our thoughts are all jumbled up. Our digestion may not be working properly due to stress. We may not be able to break down the food that we eat properly. Another effect on our physiology or our body would be our immunity. Because of stress, we may not be able to fight off certain diseases and we get sick more easily. What I'm hoping is that from today's session, you will be able to take home some tips and tools that you can apply to your daily life. Breath is the tie between our mind and our body. Have you ever noticed that when you're angry or upset or excited, our heart rate starts to increase? We start to breathe very quickly and our breath is shallow. However, when we are calm and peaceful and content, our breath is deep and steady, our heart rate is regulated and at a good pace. So we can always bring ourselves back to a calm state through our breath. And this comes more easily when you practice certain breathing techniques regularly over a period of time. So that's what I'm here for today, and we're going to get started with some of that. We'll start first with chanting the sound Om. We'll start by keeping our back straight, shoulders open, and spine nice and tall. Let's bring our hands to our heart. Keep our eyes closed and a beautiful smile on your beautiful faces. Inhale deeply. Slowly open your eyes. Excellent. Now we'll get started with a cleansing breathing technique. For this exercise, what you're going to do is you're going to use your abdominal muscles or your abdomen as a pump. We're going to be squeezing our stomach all the way in, getting your belly button to kind of reach for your spine and release. Every time you squeeze your stomach pump, I want you to exhale with force through your nostrils. So you're going to kind of pretend that the force of that pump will send a puff of air up through your windpipe and out your nostrils to get out a large piece of dust or a feather that's tickling your nostrils. For this activity, we can't use our hands. So our hands are glued to our knees and we're only relying on our abdominal muscles. Now, every time we pump, we are sending fresh, new supply of blood with fresh nutrients to our brain cells. The blood will in turn remove any waste that's surrounding our brain cells and allow them to function optimally. Also, by pumping with force, we are going to clear our sinuses of any congestion. So you'll find that when you pump and exhale through your nostrils, you might get some phlegm coming out of your nose. So it might be handy to have a handkerchief or a piece of cloth next to you to wipe your nose, just in case you need to do so. Brain cleansing exercise is known as Kapalabhati. Kapala means brain, skull, or forehead, and Bhati means shiny. Yes, we're getting our brain squeaky, shiny, clean by doing this practice. So we'll keep our back straight, shoulders open, and start by first pumping our stomach. So let's squeeze and relax. Let's do it together. Squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. Excellent. I want you to try your best to keep your shoulders down and your face relaxed when you're doing this practice. So now we're going to add the breath component. Every time we squeeze our abdominal muscles, you're going to exhale with force through your nostrils while keeping your face nice and calm. If you need to use the assistance of your hand, please feel free to do so because it takes some time to get used to that movement of pumping your stomach in and out. Also, I need you to make sure that you keep your eyes closed and your focus should be on your forehead the whole time. Let's get started. Take a deep breath in. Inhale deeply. Hold your breath. Breathe out slowly. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Let's try it one more time. Take a deep breath in. Stop. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Keep your focus on your forehead. Breathe out slowly. Inhale deeply. Now we'll be moving into our chanting meditation today. For this meditation, we'll be chanting 4 syllables. A, U, I, and U. When we chant the A syllable, we'll be focusing on our abdominal area. When we chant the U sound, we'll be focusing on our chest area. When we chant the E sound, we'll be focusing on our throat. And then finally, for the sound, we'll be focusing on our forehead. I want you to imagine as you chant each sound from the base all the way to the top of your head, that your breath is moving in a wave-like pattern through your body, completely filling it with air and oxygen. Every time you chant the syllable, I want you to take a deep breath in before you chant that syllable. So let's get started. I will start with a demonstration and then we'll do it together. Deep breath in. Wonderful. Now let's do it together. Let's go tall in our spine, open our shoulders, keep our eyes closed, and a beautiful smile on your beautiful faces. Deep breath in. One last time. Excellent. Hope you feel calm and grounded after that chanting meditation. One thing I wanted to point out was that for those of you who feel shy to ask questions in class or at home or voice your opinion, by doing this meditation, we are freeing up any blockages of energy in our Vishuddhi chakra. Vishuddhi chakra has to do with our speech. A chakra is an energy wheel. So by chanting E and focusing on that throat area, we are clearing those blockages, giving us the confidence to speak what is in our mind. Great, now let's go on to the asanas or yoga postures. We'll start off with Titliasana or butterfly pose. We'll bring the soles of our feet together, bring them nice and close to your pelvis, keep your back straight, and use your hands to keep those soles together. We're going to inhale deeply and exhale as we flap our butterfly's wings. I want you to imagine your favorite butterfly. Could be a monarch butterfly or a swallowtail butterfly, any butterfly that you choose. Imagine that you're that butterfly. Flap your wings and be free. Now we're going to imagine that we are landing on our favorite flower. Could be a rose, a daisy, or a sunflower. Whatever your favorite flower, let's land on that flower. So we're going to spread our wings by using our elbows to press down gently on our thighs and bend forward from our hips. Try to keep your neck in line with your spine, keeping your spine nice and long. Breathing in deeply and breathing out. Slowly come up. Let's do one more round. Start flapping your wings again. Bringing your knees up and down. Bending forward Use your elbows to gently press into your thighs. Breathe in and out. Slowly come back up. Now we'll be going into Vidyalasana and Madhyayasana, cat-cow pose. So for this pose, I want you to make sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips, your knees are hip-width apart, and your elbows are straight. We're going to start off by taking a deep breath in through our nostrils, allowing the belly to dip down, our head to look up, and our hips to turn out. Exhaling through our nostrils, we're going to tuck our chin to our chest, arch our back, and tuck our tailbone in. Inhale deeply, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Now we'll be going into Vyagrasana or tiger pose. We'll start off by activating our core, making it nice and strong and firm, and then raising our right hand, extending our elbow completely, and extending our left leg. Try to keep your focus on your fingertips and your deep breath in and out. Let's get started. Inhale, raise your right hand and your left leg. Keep your core nice and strong, focus on your eyes and your deep breath in and out. Good. Slowly bring your hand and knee back to your mat. Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. This time we'll be raising our left hand and our right leg. Deep breath in. Inhale deeply and exhale. Keep breathing in and out deeply. Your breath will help you keep your balance. This pose can be tricky sometimes. Slowly release your hand and knee, and let's sink into Balasana or child pose. Let's bring our hips down to our heels, extend our hands and arms so that our elbows are nice and straight, and let's bring our forehead down to the ground. Remember to breathe in and out deeply. Inhale, let's come up, keeping our back straight and our arms straight. And breathe out. Excellent, girls and boys. We'll be going into our next asana, which is Viparita Karani Asana. This is kind of like riding a bicycle upside down. I know many of you enjoy riding your bicycles, so I want you to imagine that you're taking your favorite path, on your bike, anywhere you choose to go in your neighborhood or outside your neighborhood, as long as you're safe. So let's start off by lying on our back. Extend your legs, keep your hands by your side. We're going to start off by bending our knees and rocking our hips up, catching our hips, using our hands, placing them together at your pant line. We're going to start cycling now, breathing in and out. This asana is very good for your heart health. Good, let's go backwards now. Excellent. Slowly bring your hips down to the ground. And from here, I'm going to show you a variation that you can do just in case you're finding it tricky to get your hips off the ground. So you'll be doing the same thing this time, hands on the mat and your hips on the ground. Let's start cycling together. Remember your breath, remember to breathe in deeply and breathe out deeply. Reverse direction. Good. And let's keep our legs extended, knees nice and straight. Take a deep breath and then exhale. Slowly bring your feet down to the ground. Next, we'll be doing Setu Bandhasana or bridge pose. I know that many of you are seated for long periods of time, either studying or working or many other activities, such as just sitting on the sofa or couch, eating food at the table, driving vehicles, or sitting in vehicles. So in order to counter the tightness that results from sitting, the tightness in our hips, we are going to do this pose. Let's bring our heels nice and close to our bum, a little wider than hip width apart, and let's wrap our forefingers and our thumb around our ankles. Let's take a deep breath in and push our hips up towards the sky. Allow your knees to spread apart and squeeze your buttocks. Aim to get your chest nice and close to your chin. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Slowly bring your hips down and relax. Let's try it one more time. Inhale deeply. Raise your hips up towards the sky. Pull your shoulder blades together. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Slowly bring your hips down. Next, we'll be going into our standing asanas. So let's start by bringing our feet together, arms by our side, roll over onto your side, and help yourself up. Asanas. I'd like to start off by pretending that I'm a seed underneath the soil. So we'll be covering our face to simulate the darkness underneath the soil. And we'll wait to receive water and nutrients from the soil and sunlight in order to sprout. So let's get started. Let's cover our face. Take a deep breath in and slowly come to standing. Stretch your arms all the way up, 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 and straighten our body. Excellent. Now that our seed has received enough water, love, nutrients from the soil, and sunlight, we are going to grow into a large and strong tree. You have the option of resting your right foot on your left ankle, on the calf, above the knee on your thigh, or up on your hip, nice and high. So I'm going to decide to place my right foot on my left thigh. Make sure that your knee is pointing out to the side and that your hips are square. Let's bring our hands up as if they were branches of our tree. Let's keep our eyes focused on a point in front of us to help us with our balance. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Slowly bring your hands to your heart. Release your leg and shake out your left leg. Great. Now let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Let's start off with a strong base of both our feet firmly planted on the ground. Then bring our left foot, bring it up, and I'll place it on my inner right thigh. But you can place it wherever you like as long as it's not on your knee. Let's bring our hands up and keep our eyes focused on our point. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Keep a beautiful smile on your face. Slowly bring your hands to your heart and release your neck. Remember, girls and boys, we can't always control the situation we're in or our environment, but we can control our own response to our environments. So we'll be starting the breathwork component of the session with the 5-finger breath. Each one of our 5 fingers will receive a deep breath in and out through our nostrils. Let's get started with our thumb. Remember, boys and girls, you should try your best to keep your back straight, spine tall, shoulders open, and a beautiful smile on your beautiful faces. Let's get started. Inhaling deeply and exhale. Let's move our thumb to our pointer finger and take a deep breath in and out. Moving our thumb to our middle finger, breathe in and out. On to our ring finger. And finally, a deep breath in and out for our pinky finger. Great. Now we'll be moving on to Sitali or taco breath. So Sitali breathing requires us to stick out our tongue and roll it into a type of straw, or a taco, if you will. You're going to be sucking in the air through your tongue, then closing your mouth and exhaling through both nostrils. Remember, proper posture is very important, and let's keep our eyes closed and a smile on our face. Great. Slowly open your eyes. Now, if you had some trouble rolling your tongue, I have a modification for you. We'll be bringing the upper row of teeth and allowing them to touch the lower row of teeth. We'll be keeping our mouth open as much as possible to allow the air to come in contact with our teeth. So let's breathe in through our teeth, sucking the air in through the spaces in our teeth, closing our mouth, and then breathing out through our nostrils. Again. Slowly open your eyes. Great. So both Sitali and Sitkari breathing are cooling breaths. Whenever you feel stressed or heat building up in your body, these are excellent breathing techniques to cool and calm us down. Now we'll be moving on to something called dog breath. I'm sure you've all seen a dog panting in the middle of summer. They do this to regulate their body temperature when they feel extremely hot. So let's get started with our dog breath. I want you to flex your feet, your toes at the back, and rest your bum on your heels. Turn your hands out so that the fingers are facing your knees, and keep your elbows nice and straight. This way, you are getting a nice stretch on the inner part of your forearm. Let's take a deep breath in through our nostrils, and then exhale through our mouth while sticking out our tongue. Let's do this about 5 times. Excellent, boys and girls. Now we'll be moving on to Nadi Shodhana or alternate nostril breathing. For this practice, we'll be keeping our legs in Sukha Asana or easy pose. Remember the rules, girls and boys. We need to keep our back straight, Shoulders open, spine tall, and a beautiful smile on your beautiful faces. We'll be starting by holding a gesture or mudra called Nasikara mudra. You'll bend your index and middle fingers down. Initially, this might seem a little tricky to use for this breathing exercise. If that's the case, you can just use both your index fingers and plug your nose alternately with your index fingers, like so. However, I'm going to go ahead and show you the proper way, and I'll let you practice and get the hang of it. So let's get our hand in Nasikara mudra. Turn it towards you. Plug your right nostril with your right thumb and breathe out completely. Inhale through the left nostril. Plug your left nostril, open the right nostril, and breathe out. Inhale. Plug your right nostril and breathe out through the left nostril. Let's do this again. Breathe in through the left nostril. Switch and breathe out through the right nostril. Breathe in through the right nostril. And breathe out through the left nostril. Let's try to add a count now. Let's breathe in through the left nostril for 4 counts. Let's plug our nostril, open the right nostril, and breathe out for 8. Breathe in through the right nostril for 4. Let's breathe out through the left for 8. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's try holding our breath just for 1 cycle. Let's breathe in for 4. Hold. And breathe out through the right. Let's breathe in again through the right. Hold. And breathe out through the left for 8. Excellent, girls and boys. Let's take a deep breath in through our nostrils and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. One last time, breathe in deeply and breathe out. Good. Now we'll be going into the Yoga Nidra components of our session. We'll be doing this by squeezing and releasing each and every part of our body. Let's start by getting comfortable on our back with our arms and legs separated, palms facing the ceiling. Inhale, squeeze your right leg, lift it off the ground, move it away, exhale. Inhale, squeeze your left leg tightly, move it away, exhale, and drop. Inhale, squeeze your right arm tightly, and your right hand into a tight fist, and exhale, let it drop. Inhale, squeeze your left arm tightly, move it away, exhale, let it drop. Inhale, squeeze your buttocks very tightly, exhale, relax. Inhale, exhale, squeeze your anus and reproductive organs. Inhale, relax. Inhale deeply. Allow your lungs to expand and exhale. Inhale, raise your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, relax. Inhale, squeeze your face into tight facial expression. Imagine that you just took a bite out of a lemon. Exhale, relax. Inhale. Exhale, stick your tongue out. Breathe out through your mouth and open your eyes wide. Bring your tongue back in, close your eyes. Inhale, turn your head to the right side. Let your right ear touch the mat. Exhale, turn your head to the left side. Let your left ear touch the mat. Bring your face back towards the sky and breathe out. We're going to stay here in this relaxed position, breathing in and out deeply for a couple minutes. Slowly bring your awareness back to the here and now. Let's start wiggling our toes and our fingers. Let's make circles with our wrists and our ankles. Let's bring our feet together and arms by our side. Let's roll over onto our right side and help ourselves up to the seated position. Great job, boys and girls. Our session has now come to an end. We'll be finishing off with some gentle chanting and a prayer wishing all beings in all the world's happiness, health, and well-being. Let's grow tall in our spine, keep our back straight, shoulders open, hands to our heart, eyes closed, and a beautiful smile on your beautiful faces. Let's take a deep breath in. Samasta lokha sukhino bhavantu. Samasta lokha sukhino bhavantu. Samasta lokha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace for our body, peace for our mind, peace for our soul, ourselves. Slowly open your eyes, rub your palms together, get them all warmed up. Bring that warmth to your eyes. Let them penetrate into your eyes, massage your eyes, your face, your ears, gently pull on your earlobes. Reach up high, tap your upper back, lower back, chest, thighs, knees. Namaskar.